Hello everyone and welcome back to TYTO Ecology, and we are back in the bamboo grove, and it has been another 3 months since we have visited this area. So we're going to see what has happened. It looks like our honeysuckle is really spreading. Did I put down that much, or has it just like really been spreading all over the place? But as usual, we're going to kind of float around. Oh, look, it's the little pika. Like everybody is debating in the comments lately how it's pronounced. So I'm just going to say pika because it reminds me of Pikachu, and it's just so freaking adorable. So there's pika everywhere. I love, oh, there's another one. Look at him, his chubby little mouth. So their population seems to be doing fine, and it doesn't look like they're destroying the populations of fountain grass that are everywhere. Bamboo seems to be doing okay. We do have a lot of alerts, so we're going to kind of fly around for a minute or two, and then we'll kind of look at those alerts. Oh, who are you? We have a thing. We have a somebody. Oh, it's a log. That reminds me of the time when Chips and I, my boyfriend Chips and I, were actually kayaking on a lake, and we got super excited because we were like, oh my gosh, I think that's a beaver. And it wasn't a beaver, it was a log. So that's what that reminds me of. Oh, look, and there goes one of our little mouse deer. Look, and we have our little red panda. The red pandas are doing well. So it seems like we're getting a pretty stable setup going on. There's another mouse deer. He's like, oh my gosh, I've been spotted. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, you're adorable. You're just so cute. Go be adorable over there. All right, and there's some mushrooms. We do have several alerts, so we're gonna have to see what that's all about. There's a sleeping pika. There's some more mouse deer. There's another sleeping pika. The pika population seems to be doing pretty good, which is good because I am thinking about adding in our carnivores pretty soon. Oh, is that another mouse deer? Yeah, I am thinking about maybe adding in the dholes, the wild dogs. There's our musk deer. And apparently the musk deer are the ones who are eating my aspen plant. So is that an aspen? We'll have to see if I've lost my aspen trees and how they're doing. Is there anybody else I can think about needing to check in? There goes another adorable little mouse deer. Maybe our pangolins. Do I see a pangolin down here? Oh, there's a sleeping group of pika. Oh my gosh, what are you guys doing over here? Did you just finish? Oh, there goes a pangolin. Did you guys just finish like eating something? I think they did. All right, there's more of them sleeping over here. How are the ants doing? Are there enough ants? Yeah, there's some ants popping up. So yeah, all right. It looks like our populations have been doing pretty good. So let's pull up and then we'll check we'll check the alerts and see what the alerts have to say. Look, they've split. Oh my gosh, yes. So we have lots and lots of groups of pikas now. So hopefully, yeah, mushrooms are kind of suffering. The mushrooms are like, help us. There's so many of them now. So we'll see how the mushroom populations are doing, but we should have several new groups of pika everywhere. Good, and they're starting to spread out. They even have more juveniles. These ones are going to have more juveniles soon too. I love seeing it when their populations split. Look, we have a new population that's hanging out up here too. That's so cool. We should give them some plants. Let's celebrate maybe some maidenhair ferns, maybe an oak tree. I feel like an oak tree up at the back here would be kind of fitting. If I could fit it in somewhere. I didn't mean fit in as like a pun. Oh dear. But yeah, I feel like oak trees would be pretty good at the back. And maybe another one somewhere over here. Yep, note the fountain grass is like, no, I've kind of got this area claimed as my own. Maybe a joint fir? Can I put a little joint fir down for them? I kind of wish I could, but, or at least I could understand why the plants, like it would let me know like why the plants can't go where they go. Is it just, because then what happens when you have a population? Like, because you can't get rid of plants. So I guess that's part of the challenge, though, is just kind of writing it out. All right. Well, we can put some of these guys down, or at least I thought we could. What about there? No. There? No. All right. We can't add too many plants. At least this guy gets some. We can't add too many plants over there. I think these guys are just outside of the oak territory I was going for. Can I give them some goji berries at least? Up along the wall? All right. They're going to be cliff-dwelling pikas, and they're just gonna have to deal with it. Yay, they can have some goji berries, thank goodness. I was worried I wouldn't be able to provide like anything extra for them, but hey, if they're going to be collecting their adorable little grass piles and stuffing them into interesting places, then that's fine. All right, their little nest. I love the fact that they steal the grass from one another. Can I give them a pomegranate tree? Please, I really want to give them a pomegranate tree. Oh wait, is that a little pomegranate tree? Rhododendron that came up more or less all on its own. All right, there we go. So that's doing good. How are the marmosets? The marmots, excuse me. Looks like they're about to breed. We can speed it up a little bit to kind of get them moving and grooving. The pangolins have their 2 juveniles and they're about to breed again. The mouse deer have several juveniles and they're about to breed again. Same down here. These guys are doing pretty good. They're getting ready to split because they're fully occupied there. And the musk deer are still pretty far away from reproducing. So what also may help is kind of tiering when our animals start reproducing. I feel like we need more musk deer, but I also don't want to get to the point where they don't have enough food. And apparently they eat these birch leaves. So it's important to have some of the birch leaves kind of scattered around. Is this in musk deer territory if I stick it all the way out here? It's right on the edge. Yes. All right. So they can enjoy some of that. But I want to add in the rhinos today. I think that that's going to be my big goal. I think we might expand our biome outside of the little itty bitty. There we go. Yay, weekly income. Outside of the 2 zone territory we have. We'll expand our biome. Oh, look at all of the musk deer. So many of them. And then we'll add in some rhinos and see what the rhinos think of all of this. So let's go ahead and come on over here. Oh, I guess we could add in quite a few things down here, like maybe a whole little birch forest. That might actually be kind of cool to have like a teensy birch forest down here. There we go. And I can put in some ferns, maybe some goji berries under them so that the gojis can be nice and pretty. Hopefully pretty yummy. Let's see. Hey, come here. My biome health is... Oh, I should probably add in tons of mushrooms again, too. I should probably go and do that over in the area where we have our little pikas because they love mushrooms. So it's really useful for me because I think mushrooms are pretty cool. Have I lost my mushroom populations over where the pikas are? Nope. Nope, they're actually hanging in there. They're hanging in there even with all of the babies. So that's doing pretty good. All right. Yeah, good. And are those mushrooms? I think these guys have a couple mushrooms in their territory, so they should be okay. I'll give them some mushrooms of their very own, kind of front and center. There we go. And then we'll come over, maybe put a pomegranate tree or 2 in random places as we move across. Come on, pomegranate tree. Oh, there we go. Just to kind of provide more random fruit areas. But yeah, I do want to put rhinos in. And where would be a good spot to put rhinos in? I feel like rhinos would probably go best next to a whole bunch of the fountain grass. So maybe we'll put rhinos right here and we'll just see how they do. So let's go ahead and do that now before I get nervous and change my mind, and we'll put some pretty butterflies down just because we can. No red foxes just yet. Ants all over the place because eventually the pangolins might start spreading. Not the pikas, not the black bear. I'm thinking maybe, I know I keep saying the dhole, but I think the black bear may be the first carnivore we put in. And I feel like we're just barely starting, just barely starting to get our biome kind of stable enough where everything's reproducing, everybody's doing okay to be able to support having a carnivore. All right, and here is our rhino. So might as well put him kind of front and center. And we're going to do it, you guys. Oh my gosh, I added rhinos. I really did it. What do they eat? I don't know. They're sleeping already. I added... Oh, there we go. They're both taking a snooze. So the Himalaya forest one-horned rhino, they are very slow to reproduce. They have a very long lifespan and a very large size. Rhinos are herbivores and eat grass leaves and branches. The one-horned rhino has an upper lip which it curls around plants and pulls into its mouth. They have no major predators, though juvenile rhinos may fall prey to tigers or other big cats. They form a symbiotic relationship with many birds. Birds will perch on the rhinos and feed on the parasites that reside between the lumps of skin, called tubercles, on its body. All right, one-horned rhinos live primarily on plains, but can live in swamps and forests as well. They are found in northern Pakistan, India, Nepal, and Bangladesh. Rhino horns aren't bone. Rather, they are composed of keratin, a substance that is found in human hair and fingernails. So yeah, basically their horn is just a giant fingernail. Only dominant bulls are permitted to mate, and females will often chase and fight females to court them. Female rhinos have a gestation period of over a year and will give birth to one offspring weighing about 70 kilograms. Male rhinos take 9 years to reach sexual maturity, while females only take about 4. They can live about 40 years. All right, and they can make a whole bunch of vocalizations, snorts, roars, and honks. All right, social life. They're active during the day or evening, but spend most of their daytime activities involved in wallowing, so like rubbing themselves around in the mud. Maybe it would have been good to put them over by the big water area. And eating aquatic plants. They are largely solitary unless a mother is taking care of its offspring. Otherwise, rhinos may congregate around wallowing grounds. Rhinos will mark their territory by defecating in a pile and growing that pile over time. Some of those piles are known to have been over 1 meter tall. Wow, big giant piles of poop. That's what we're doing here with our rhinos. All right, let's go find out where our rhinos have gone. Jeez. I mean, they're pretty big. How did I already lose them? There's our marmots. Marmots, have you seen like a gigantic rhino run by? Oh my gosh, where'd they go? That's kind of hilarious. I've already lost the rhinos. I didn't think that could happen. I found like, oh, I found a pika of all things. I found a teensy thing. All right, come on, Albot. Let's get my controls of your abilities down. Are they in the open plains where all the pikas roam? This is really pretty. Isn't this just really, really, really pretty? I like it. I like it. And our marmots should be having babies soon too. All right, rhinos. Where did you go? There's one. Haha, we found them. Wow. Oh, they're both sleeping again. They're playing dead. Well, how are you guys doing? Are you eating things? Are you having a good time? Are you going to work on the fairy grass? Is that how this works now? Let's see. He's getting a teensy bit hungry, but it should be okay. Hello? Hello? You're going to end up with like a pangolin crawling on you if you keep this up. Or a mouse deer. Look at the little baby mouse deer. The little baby mouse deer. Oh, it was just snoozing with the rhino. Well, that's kind of amazing. Look at how cute that is. Little baby mouse deer snoozing with the rhino. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm enjoying that way too much. All right, let's see what they eat. So we have, wow, that's pretty. Holy moly. This game, I swear, it's so gorgeous. I think that's why I'm so attached to the Bamboo Grove area. And I spend so much time just here, even though we have other biomes that need tended to, because I can't get over how gorgeous it all is. I mean, come on. Wow, look at that. It'd be amazing if one day there could actually be birds that like land on their back and start pecking at all of the little pests and insects that show up there. That would be pretty cool. What are you doing over here? Are you working on the poop pile that's over 1 meter tall? Nope, you're just gonna snooze. All right, well, let's go ahead. We've got Snoozy Rhino over here. Probably because it's night. Ah, sorry, I'm still figuring out how to drive Albot sometimes. There we are. So we have rhinos down now, you guys, and I'm beginning to wonder if it is almost time for our next predator. I don't want to get over eager. I've destroyed more or less some of our other biomes by being a little bit too over eager before. And I don't want to do that, but I think it's just about time. I feel like our pika population could really expand. They don't seem to be making much of an impact on the plants and the poppies and things like that. So maybe before I start adding in, I really do want to add these guys in. Maybe before I start adding in some of the doles and things like that, I'm going to add in some more of the little guys. Like the deer. Why not the mouse deer? We'll put down a little population of mouse deer who can come live in the big open plains. Wait, those aren't mouse deer. What have I done? I haven't added in yet. Who are you? What the heck? It made a barky noise. Ooh, it makes like a barky, grunty noise at you. Okay, so let's learn about you, my friend. They're omnivorous. They're gonna eat my pikas. What have I done to my pikas? That was not intentional. I was going for mouse deer and I wasn't paying enough attention, and I have added the mootjacks instead. Oh my gosh. They're omnivorous. Not only will they eat grasses, bushes, and fruit, but they will also eat bird eggs, small mammals, and even carrion. What have I done to my pika population? Oh no. Oh dear. All right. Well, this isn't quite what I had in mind, but I was thinking about adding in an omnivore or carnivore soon, but we're here now. Tigers and leopards will eat the muntjac, and offspring can fall prey to wolves as well. If a muntjac senses a predator, it will bark to alert nearby muntjac and let the predator know it's been seen. It will bark for up to an hour until the predator leaves or repositions itself. So they're not going to let up. They're like one of those yappy dogs in the yard when they're like, hey, I see you and I'm going to just bark at you until you leave or do something, and everybody knows I'm in charge. I love their horns. That's so cool. They live in dense, wet forest. So the poor things, I have thrown them down in the Pika Prairie, and they just must be miserable. I'm sorry, guys. They can be found in Pakistan, India, Nepal, southern China, and the southern Himalayas. Muntjac are an invasive species in the United Kingdom, where a small population escaped from captivity in the 19th century. Since their great escape, the muntjac population has ballooned out of control, and muntjacs have been recently spotted as far north as Scotland. Oh my goodness. So those of you who are out in that area, have you ever seen one? I would love to know, because I've never been to the UK. I've never been outside the United States, actually, because it's very expensive to travel, but we're going to fix that soon. You guys know I'm going to Asia next year, right? If you don't know, I'm going to be in Asia for several months next year. You need to go check the vlog channel, because we're getting ready for that big giant adventure, and it's going to be so cool. But there's that. So if you guys live out there and you see muntjacs, or you live maybe in Asia and you see muntjacs, let me know. Is it cool? Are they just kind of like seeing white-tailed deer, where it's kind of like, that's neat, but it's not a big deal like it is here in America? I would love to know. All right, muntjacs don't have a specific breeding season, and they usually produce only one offspring. They're barking! Are they eating my pika? My pika. I'm just going to flip like what I say forever, and everybody's going to be so mad. I'm sorry. Lifespan. They become sexually mature after just a year after they're born. On average, they live to be 17 years old. They are the oldest known type of deer. It is believed that they began appearing in the wild as much as 15 to 35 million years ago. Wow. I wonder if they're so successful because of their omnivorous and kind of aggressive nature. Though white-tailed deer are actually omnivorous. If they can eat birds, like baby birds on the ground, or like squirrels, then they totally will. All right, let's see. They exhibit both diurnal and nocturnal behavior, so they'll be out in both night and day or night. Adult muntjacs are solitary. I didn't know that. So they're just going to stand there. I thought they would be like barking to protect the herd, but I guess if they're solitary, then they're just barking on their own. So that's interesting. Males will only allow other males to enter their territory if they have incomplete antlers. This signifies to the other male is still a juvenile or otherwise unfit to mate with any females in the area. Like musk deer, muntjacs have elongated canine teeth they use to fight other muntjacs. So we have two types of like toothed, fanged deer jumping around now, and their canines are much shorter than the other ones though. All right. A group of pikas has just split in zone 2. Yay! Our babies are growing, even though I just threw fanged deer at them. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, little pikas. I didn't mean to do it. All right. Which group has split? Probably this group or this group? Maybe. Is there a group over here now? Is there a group hiding? No, those are moths. So in zone 2, a group has just split. I love watching them as they like grow and spread and go into new areas. Wow, 18 juveniles. Go little guys, go. Go little guys. Oh gosh, you're eating something to death. What was like, help, I'm suffering. Was it a plant? Was it a plant who was like really being eaten down? Well, now we'll never know. I think I had like, no, my Himalayan birch tree is still here. Huh. Well, I clicked away too fast. I'll just have to remember to keep an eye on things. All right. Everything doing okay here? Yeah. Okay. Everything's doing all right. And the pikas are spreading. All right. Well, I have just added in fanged deer with a huge territory, actually. Oh my gosh. They've got a big, gigantic territory, and they are omnivores, so maybe that will help with our pika population problems. I wouldn't say they're problems, really. Just, it probably wouldn't hurt to have a whole bunch of populations. I'm actually going to add in a few more, because a lot of you guys are saying, add in tons of them! And I totally am going to, and kind of try to encourage them to start breeding. And we're going to put mushrooms down all over the place for them, too. Because these guys, I am pretty sure that these tiny little pikas are going to be the backbone, the huge backbone. Oh, and we're going to need to add lots of fountain grass over here. the huge backbone for all of our predators. And I think it is time. I want to add in some predators. So I think we're going to go ahead and add in the dholes next time and get those dogs in here because I think that would be really, really cool. I want to learn more about them. I know very little about them other than I've seen them pop up in the news on my Twitter feed from other scientists lately. I follow so many science Twitters and it's so much fun because you get to see like so much information about new research. All right, I want an oak tree over here just because we can. And then I want poppies over here. The poppies are so polite. They just really start spreading. Like, what's their life cycle, actually? So they're blooming and then they go into stasis. I would love to know how the plants decide to spread the way they do. The blue poppies in your biodome will live for 3 years. Blue poppies release dozens of seeds, so they spread quite easily. They rely on pollinators to grow. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Oh, and let's check the details. I keep forgetting to check details to see what we can learn about like where our money's coming from. So we got pretty good diversity score for our animals and decent for our plants. So I might need to improve the diversity of our plants a little bit. What's a plant we haven't really used much of? We haven't, well, you know what? The wood apple is actually pretty darn cool because a lot of the big guys like to eat it. So can I sneak a few wood apples over here? It's a little bit tricky because we have so many things elsewhere. I don't know if it's going to let me put down any more wood apples, but I really want to. Doesn't that count for something? There we go. All right, wood apple there. And then we'll add one more wood apple. And I think we'll be good for now. And then we'll come back next time and we will open up a new area and get ready to add in our wild dogs. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm very nervous about that because I have nurtured my little pika population for so long and I'm nervous about losing them. And we're gonna see what our rhinos are up to. So they seem to be having a good time. Oh, he's gonna go eat something. Let's go see what he's headed to eat because I was hoping fountain grass would kind of be on the list. But if not, what are you headed for? Goji berry? I think he's coming for this goji berry. No? Honeysuckle? Oh, look, it's one of the fanged deer. Like we have, like the one of the musk deer. Okay. And the moonjacks. Where are the moonjacks? There goes a mouse deer. Ah, it's so cute. Where are you headed for, sir? Is he headed for like the wood apple? The rhinos are so big, I guess. Oh, no, he's just going to take a nap. All right. Well, we'll figure out what the, he almost laid down on that little pika. Oh gosh, there goes a baby pika. Ah, they're so cute. We'll figure out what they eat next time, I suppose, like what his favorite food is and what they're going to go out of their way to walk towards. They have a huge territory. Look at all the baby pika running everywhere. It's so awesome. Geez, he's running somewhere. Come on, buddy. What are you going to go eat? You're sniffing around. They have very bad eyesight, but they have very good sense of smell, I hear. All right. All right. There's mushrooms. There's poppies. There's so much to pick from. Are you gonna know? Yeah, maybe. Nope. Okay. All right. That's fine. And we'll just have to come back next time and find out the mystery of what he's going out of his way. Is it going to be this goji? It's the goji berries. Goji berries. Wow. On this plant. Oh, this poor goji berry bush is probably not going to make it at this rate. Woo, we better get more pollinators down to hopefully help them spread. I wonder if the number of pollinators you have in your biome affects how quickly some of the plants spread. That would be kind of cool. All right, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.